Hey Taurus, welcome to your September 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading from September 9th until the 15th. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and begin here. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, of course, it'll take you straight to my website. And then from there, you can look at the readings I have and you can purchase a reading. So let's take a look here, Taurus. Oh, you got that Wheel of Fortune in the challenge. So you're in the midst of change. It kind of feels like you don't really know. Things could be pretty much unpredictable at this time. You're wondering where that wheel is going to land in regards to whatever direction it's spinning in. Let's see here. You did pull this solar eclipse card. It says revolution. Now we are coming into eclipses, right? So I think there's changes here that are going on that you could be feeling, usually leading up to eclipses, you can start to feel the changes. It kind of, in a way, you can sense the theme of how the eclipses are going to play out for you. You can't see everything, but you do get these glimpses and like these little glimpses with things. And so the solar eclipse card, obviously solar eclipses represent a period of transformation, change, redirection, right? I don't think there's anything to fear, I almost get for you here, Taurus, there's this card in this deck that I have in one of these Oracle card decks. It's called, it says, following the path of another, your path will be redirected to where it should be. And there's actually a solar eclipse on that card. And I don't know why that's coming to my mind. But for you, I think that's true for you. It's like, in a way, you could be finding a newer path here, or there's almost these revelations happening here, or these glimpses here that you're getting about particularly a new path. A new path here moving forward. And I see that in your tarot. So, we're going to jump into the tarot, but I want to break down your oracle cards here really quick because I'm going to connect it to the tarot and connect the whole thing. You did pull this, you deserve good things here. It says keep your focus on what you want. And yes, I do think, if you've been saying to yourself, or if you've been having trouble in regards to feeling worthy of something, the universe is saying here, Spirit is saying here, you are worthy of what it is that you want. You do deserve good things. It can happen for you, right? And that's that Six of Pentacles being here in the outcome, getting your rewards, karmic rewards from the hard work here. And that Page of Swords is about keeping your eyesight set on what you want, what you're aiming toward, what you're trying to understand, learn, and create here. Because this week with that Page of Swords, I'm getting an energy here to where there's some things that you're curious about. There's some things here that you're exploring. And with that Eight of Wands being in your current energy, Eight of Wands is the card of height of ambition, right? It's like when we feel that positivity, that optimism, that encouragement here to strive for great things. It's like, you have this ability here, or you're in this energy at least of wanting to really excel or wanting to take things to the next level, especially with that Tower below, right? Maybe even wanting to break through a plateau. And I do pick up, you did pull this transformation card. It says pressure. You could be feeling definitely a pressure at this time. And I think that's that Tower. And that Ten of Swords being here as well in the future. So in a way, it's like there's a timing involved, especially with the Wheel of Fortune being in the challenge, because Wheel of Fortune can represent divine timing. There's timing involved here in regards to, like for some of you, this could be like you have a time frame with something, or maybe there's a deadline, or whatever the case might be. So it's like you're trying to really figure out like the best ways to do things, so that way you can set yourself up correctly. But just in general, with this transformation card, it says pressure. I think it's connected to this Tower, and it's in the position of something that you're unaware of. And the Tower does bring massive transformation, right? It's the reset button in the tarot. It's like we have to embrace change. There's no other way. There's nothing else we can do. We have to accept change. And I think you're realizing that. You're realizing like, okay, Page of Swords, let me start thinking differently. Let me start looking at different things. Let me explore this. Let me explore that. And I think you're being encouraged here to really step into transformation and to not fear Tower moments. Not fear that things are all going to go bad, or if you make this change, it's going to be, you're going to regret it, or whatever the case might be. I think you really have no choice here but to really allow yourself to just start changing things, honestly. So let's see, you pulled this Wailing Tree card. It says reconciliations here. I will say this, you did pull the Temperance here in the advice position, and the Temperance is a card of reconciliation. It is a card of healing. If it's with other people, it's healing, forgiveness, right? Reconciling differences. So your advice at this time, if there's been any type of ongoing thing that you need to resolve with other people, I would do it towards that temperance being here, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. With communication with that Page of Swords, I think it's going to be important. But you will be able to resolve it, I see here with that 6 of Pentacles, so where there's a win-win outcome. But if there's just things in general when it comes to your personal life, or if there's things in your personal life that you're having to make up for, or you're having to recreate or do things differently, you're being encouraged here to do that with this reconciliations card. Because I think if you keep going the way you've been going with something, or if you keep doing something the way you've always done it, it's almost in a way it causes you more kind of pain than it does anything else, right? So that's why this card says wailing tree, right? It's like the person's like literally upset in the tree. Don't be I would allow yourself to make changes here. You did pull this Dugong card, and it says trust, grace, mystery, humor here. Yeah, sometimes, Page of Swords is the very lighthearted energy in the tarot, right? All the pages are. Page of Wands. I mean, Page of Pentacles can kind of be bland because it's the Pentacle element, because it's the Pentacle suit. But the pages represent youthful, playful energy here. And I think at this time, the universe is wanting you to trust in your process. The Temperance is a card of faith as well, and belief, right? And the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. Your challenge at this time is having to have faith and belief in the timing of things, and trusting in the future, and letting go of control, right? I think you're being encouraged here at this time to surrender and to trust in the process, have faith here. Find humor in what you're going through, if you can, right? If it's, basically what I'm saying, my point is that, positivity is going to be your friend. You have this Crow card. It says communication, transformation, story, universal law here. And, the Wheel of Fortune is connected to the universal law. But that Page of Swords being here, communication, right? It's going to be important. Communication. Because I see you here in the future position with the Ten of Swords, being able to put something to a close, an end, getting out of a repeating cycle, being able to break a cycle here, or break a pattern. And that 6 of Pentacles is like, finally, it's like you get the reward, right? You get the reward from doing that. So let's jump into your reading. You pulled the Page of Swords for the overall energy. Like I said, this could be a week of Page of Swords. Of course, it represents communication, so there could be communication, but we're always communicating all the time. Page of Swords is more so curiosity, following what you're intrigued by, exploring something new, learning, evolving. So I think this week is like you're starting to open up to different things here. You're becoming curious about different things. You have the 8 of Wands here in your current energy at this time. Yeah, the 8 of Wands is a card of ambition. It's the height of ambition. And is where there's no resistance. To where when we're in an energy of the 8 of Wands, it's excitement. The future is bright. Looking off into the distance. Allowing ourselves to go out and explore and go on the journey, go on the adventure. And that's in your current energy at this time. So it's like you have this enthusiasm about something. It's like you're really wanting to strive towards something. And I would go for it. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here and Page of Swords, 8 of Wands can be an energy of like a lot of communication. So some of you could even be speakers, or you can have your own communities, or you can be guides for other people here. This may be a week here that you're finding yourself like really being connected socially and feeling like there's just a lot going on. You have the Wheel of Fortune here and the challenge here. Yeah, even if the Wheel of Fortune's in the challenge, the only negative thing I get off of this being in the challenge is that don't control change, right? The Wheel of Fortune, when it's in a challenge, like when we're trying to control the will from we're trying to control everything. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying like, hey, like let the universe do some work. All right, trust in the process of the universe here. And the Wheel of Fortune, again, there's something here very important, because the Wheel of Fortune can represent ignorance. Now, I'm not calling you ignorant, Taurus, but what I mean is that sometimes we could be on this karmic cycle of life, Wheel of Fortune, and it represents to where we have at any moment with the Wheel of Fortune, we can spin the wheel differently. And what that represents is because Wheel of Fortune is connected to the archetype of Jupiter. Jupiter deals with wisdom, learning, growth, evolving, right? And the Temperance of Sagittarius, which also deals with wisdom, learning, higher levels of education, lessons, integration of those lessons. You're having a chance here to get unstuck from a cycle. Because this Ten of Swords in the future position, it's like you've already went through everything. You already kind of know how something goes. In a way, it's like Ten of Swords is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But with the Ten of Swords, it's like when we realize, like, oh, okay, yeah, it's time to change things up. That's why the Page of Swords is here for the overall energy. It's like, okay, let me look in a different direction, or let me reinvent something, or let me just do it differently. Let me learn. Let me not be stuck on this wheel that isn't giving me fortune, with the Wheel of Fortune being the challenge. So this Ten of Swords is like, I see you finally getting off that unstuck karmic, or getting off that stuck karmic wheel here. And the Six of Pentacles is karmic rewards. It's like you're getting rewarded here. And the Six of Pentacles as well could be a gift. Some of you could be getting a gift here this week, I'm picking up. But also, you could just be getting rewards here from the effort that you've been putting into something. And that's Tower being here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of. Tower is just saying embrace change. You can't hang on to things that aren't working anymore, and not to fear change as well. There could be some unexpected things happening this week with that Tower, but it doesn't really it's not like a negative thing. Let's see. Let's clarify your reading, Taurus. Clarify the Page of Swords here for the overall energy. You pulled the Knight of Cups here. Yep. And I think this is you, Taurus. Knight of Cups is always after his objects of affections. He's wanting to open up and move into newer experiences, emotional experiences. So I'm seeing you here finding a love for something here, or feeling intuitively inclined to express your heart maybe, or to follow your heart, and to allow yourself to create what it is that you're desiring, or just start understanding what it is that you're desiring. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Yeah, the King of Cups here. Yep, some of you could be healers. King of Cups is active compassion and healing energy and motion, which deals with healers, guides, mentors. So I do see for some of you could be healers, guides, and mentors for other people. But King of Cups deals with when we're devoted to something that we unconditionally love. It fulfills us spiritually and emotionally. And I think you could this week be wanting to share here, Eight of Wands, or explore here, what you're interested in or what you're becoming interested in. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you have the challenges. Let me clarify the Temperance. Yeah, so the challenge is, I gotta be real. The Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles being a challenge, it's like where we can just be waiting on the right moment, right opportunity to come along. But the Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance as the advice is saying, no, you have the resources already, right? Temperance, Queen of Pentacles, use what it is that you have, learn and grow here what you're wanting to learn and what you're wanting to grow here. And also I want to say too, that your advice is, because the Temperance is about taking what is useful, discarding what is not. And it's through that process you create something that is beautiful for you, or you create the ultimate masterpiece here. So, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles could be to where we're waiting for like a magical opportunity outside of ourselves to come in. But the Temperance, Queen of Pentacles is saying like, no, it's already, all the resources and everything's already at your disposal to create. All you have to do is just start creating and get yourself get yourself out of the energy of being stuck. Clarify the Ten of Swords in the future position. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles here. I'm going to pull one more on this. Six of Cups here. I think the wait is finally over with something. Because the Ten of Swords, this is how deep tarot can go. It's like sometimes there's just so much to explain in a reading that it's almost impossible, because it'll just be like a 40-minute video. And I can't do that because I have to do multiple readings a day. But the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune together, it's like it's that wheel that we keep experiencing the same thing, because it could be from our own lack of awareness, a lack of knowing, or just our lack of not knowing what to do to change things. But I'm finally seeing you here getting unstuck from that wheel, because you're willing to learn and create and open yourself up here to doing something different, because I'm almost feeling like you feel that pressure to do it anyways, or you have to do it anyways. And so that's allowing for you to make more practical progress with the Knight of Pentacles, and also be able to have the joy at the same time with the Six of Cups, and finally feeling like, ugh, I'm finally, you know, I don't have to deal with that anymore. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in the outcome. You have the Ace of Cups, yeah, which is the soul receiving love, which is spiritual and emotional fulfillment, joy, right? Being happy with what is being given to you by the divine, spirit, other people. Right, being grateful, having blessings coming in. I like this. Clarify the Tower. You have the Magician. Yeah, the Magician, Tower, and the position, something you're unaware of, is a strong indicator of you can break through your metaphorical prison at any moment, right, and manifest more for yourself. But the Magician is, I was just reading about this card that sometimes it urges us to just get started with something, right? Just take the first step, initiate the change. It's the alchemist. It's initiating it, right? Just initiate with energy. Just do it, right? Especially if it's anything that you want to let go of and change. And I think you're going to be very happy if you do that. So that's what I got for you, Taurus, in your weekly reading. I'm going to leave your reading here. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. Click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you can purchase a read. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification bell as well. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise than that, Taurus, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.